What's good, YouTube? Because of Carby here. So, we have a request to start the night off from Malcolm. This is Bushwackers, Freedom on the Wallaby. This is a poem by Henry Lawson, May 16th, 1891. I found this thing on the Institute of Australian Culture website. So, I imagine they took this poem and they turned it into a song, is what the Bushwackers have done here. That is cool. I like whenever people take old poems and turn them into those classic, probably, I imagine, maybe a folky style song is what this will end up being. Malcolm, thank you for your request. We're always diving into interesting stuff on here, so I'm interested to see what this is all about. If you're new here, subscribe for me. We talk about mental health, addiction, world issues, everything in between. Break down all the lyrics. This is a poem, but lyrics still for a song, right? And the instrumentations, everything in between. We break down the whole 9 yards on here. Excited to hear a classic poem in song format. So thank you again, Malcolm, for this request. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm Vakasa Carby. A reaction video a day keeps the doctor away. Fuck those apples. This is Bushwackers, Freedom on the Wallaby.
Australia's a big country and freedom's something bluey. Freedom's on the Wallaby, oh don't you hear her cooey? She's just begun to boomerang, she'll knock the tyrant silly. She's going to light another fire and boil another billy. Australia.
This is turning poems into songs is so great. This is so chanty. It's like a campfire song, right? You would hear this around the campfire, or even, I would imagine, you on a ship as well. It's got that kind of ship vibe as well, a sailor kind of vibe to it as well. Australia's a big country, and freedom's humping bluey. Freedom's on the Wallaby, oh don't you hear her cooey. Freedom's humping bluey. Hold on, we gotta look up these slang terms. You guys know that. Hold on 1 second. Yes, bingo. Here we go. A redhead. Okay, I gotcha. And freedom's humping bluey, a redhead. Freedom's on the Wallaby. What does on the Wallaby? Does that mean something? Let's see. Or on the Wallaby. It's a place. There's a place called on the Wallaby there. What does it mean to go on the Wallaby? There we go. Or on the Wallaby track. Wandering about looking for work. See, we'll figure it out. We figure anything out on here. So, on the way to look for work. Freedom's on the way to look for work. Oh, don't you hear her cooey? Isn't cooey like, doesn't that, mean like friend or something like that, right? Cooey, 1 second. A call used to attract attention. A long, loud, high-pitched call on 2 notes used in the Australian bush. I got you. So yeah, it's an attention grabber to grab someone's attention. I got you. All right. The slang that we learn when we look all of this stuff up. She's just begun to boomerang. She'll knock the tyrant silly. She's going to light another fire and boil another billy. Is that talking about a goat? Are they talking about or a billy could be a cigarette as well. Could mean a cigarette. Metal container used for boiling water. There we go. So making tea or cooking over a fire. Jesus Lord. The things we learn on here, because I'll take the time to look this up. I'm always interested, and this is really old talk right here, 1891. Like, wow. I like the vibe of this. Like I said, it's very chanty and it's got that folk chant to it, and you can tell it's from a classic poem. It has that vibe.
It's on the Wallaby, and don't you hear the cooey? The kangaroo, he packs his paw, the English shoulders bluey. We're all for freedom for ourselves, and our mates have toiled. Australia's on the Wallaby, and the Billy's on the boil. Our fathers toil for bit of bread, while loafers lie beside them. Not food to eat and clothes to wear, their native land denied them.
Wow.
And so they left their native land in spite of their devotion. So they came, or if they stole, was sent across the ocean.
Oh my God. This just took a turn right here. This just went to a whole nother place. History right here. We got history right here. Our fathers toiled for bitter bread, while loafers thrived beside them. Loafers. Is that a term for a loafer? Hold on 1 second. I want to know what all of these exactly mean. A bum, a do nothing. That's what I thought. Yeah, a loafer. That's what I thought they were talking about. And their fathers toiled, saying their fathers worked their asses off for bitter bread. Man, loafers thrived beside them. Food to eat and clothes to wear their native land denied them. That's a fucking problem. Yeah, that's a big fucking problem. Not just to you guys, but we've had that problem here in the U.S. as well. It continually goes on with the natives. Damn, man, this makes you fucking think. This stuff applies to today, even on U.S. soil. It really does. So they left that native land in spite of their devotion. And so they come, or if they stole, were sent across the ocean. Man. And so they come, or if they stole, were sent across the ocean. Jesus Christ is saying, despite them loving the homeland, they had to go find it somewhere else because it was no good where they were. Or if they stole, they were exiled also, probably, I would imagine. Damn, man. That's fucking unfortunate. Jesus Christ. We learn about a lot of stuff when we break these down on here.
Our parents tried to make a home, digging stumps and clearing. They wasn't troubled much by lords when they was pioneering. And now that we have made the land a garden full of promise, we must cook his dirty hand and come to take it from us. Australia's...
Man, oh man. Our parents toiled to make a home, hard grubbing 'twas and clearing. It wasn't crowded much with lords when they was pioneering. Wow. It wasn't around the lords much when they was pioneering. Damn. But now that we have made the land a garden full of promise, old greed must crook his dirty hand and come to take it from us. Okay, yeah. Saying we reached the garden, the land of promise where our new opportunities are, but now we're realizing that the greed of humanity will still make that difficult and try to take it from you, such as how everything is taxed, right? If you go down the line of it, it's fucking ridiculous. Everything is taxed. It's a circle. It's fucking wild. That's what they're talking about even here. In the new land, you can still have greed crook its dirty hand and come to take it from you. Wow. That's deep right there.
On the Wallaby, and don't you hear the cooey? Kangaroo, he packs his pot, the English shoulders bluey. We're all for freedom for ourselves, and our mates are toil. Australia's on the Wallaby, and the Billy's on the boil.
Wow. I like it. Is that a didgeridoo? I believe that's a didgeridoo that's playing there. The wavy sound length in the back, the sound wave in the back, I believe that is a didgeridoo. It adds a very interesting hue to it. I like that style because that's not an instrument that you always hear, but it's very popular in the old school Australian songs, so I appreciate that. I believe there is a didgeridoo in this.
Rebel flag as others did before us, and we must sing a rebel song and join in rebel chorus. We'll make the tyrants feel the sting of those that they would throttle. They'd even say the fault is ours if blood should stain the water. Australia's on the Wallaby, and don't you hear a cooey? Kangaroo, he packs his pot, the English shoulders bluey. We're all for freedom for ourselves, and our mates are toil. Australia Wallaby and the bellies on the boil.
Man, I love the vibe of that. Man, oh man, I fuck with that vibe. That was really cool. I gotta leave a little like on this video right here. So, the last verse of this poem here that was written by Henry Lawson. So we must fly a rebel flag as others did before us. And we must sing a rebel song and join in rebel chorus. We'll make the tyrants feel the sting of those that they would throttle. They needn't say the fault is ours if blood should stain the waddle. And that should apply to today, right? Seriously. Man, oh man. I like that last one right there. That last stanza, though. Holy shit. That's fucking... Yeah. No playing around in that one. Blunt as hell. Says, you know what, it's our responsibility to take this back because you tyrants have gotten out of control, and don't blame us if blood spills on the waddle. Man, that is fucking... Yes, truth. We like that right here. We like that kind of stuff on here. I was wondering what freedom on the Wallaby could mean, and it's about freedom, saying freedom inside of the work, but there's no freedom inside of that with what was going on circumstantially here. The loafers had more than the hard workers, it says. It says they weren't even granted clothes or food from their native land. That is, man. There's one right here. Freedom couldn't stand the glare of royalty's regalia. She left the loafers where they were and came out to Australia. But now across the mighty main the chains have come to bind her. She little thought to see again the wrongs she left behind her. Damn, man. Now across the mighty main. Jesus Christ, that is fucking wild right there. Saying, so some people went there hoping for better and found that it was the same, or worse, actually. Wow, that is fucking crazy. That rebel flag fucking thing at the end of there, though, with the rebel song and joining in the rebel chorus, make the tyrants feel the sting, that is amazing right there. The fault is ours. If they need to say the fault is ours if blood should stain the waddle. That's such a fucking awesome phrase right there. It says what it needs to, right? It's like when you push a society so far, they're eventually gonna strike back if you're treating them unfairly, right? You push them so far, it's only gonna work out for not very long, right? It's not gonna work out for very long before everybody starts to pick up on it and is like, I know what you're doing, right? That's the thing about it, man. That's the fucking thing about politics. They think that they can get away with everything, but in reality, we can all see plainly what they are doing, how they are ripping everybody off. Everything is taxed through the roof, unbelievably. I mean, what more is there to say? Everything's on the rise. I mean, here in the U.S., we've had an incompetent leader for the last 4 years, so there's that. That's going to be coming to an end, hopefully soon. We can make that fucking happen, right? But that's where we're sitting with all of that right now, and it was certainly better with the previous administration, and I would approve of that one before this one coming back again. Honestly, that's how I feel about it. At the end of the day, though, I think it's all fucked when it comes to the politics. I think every bit of it is a big game and it's all fucked, and it doesn't matter who wins. We have to take the power back ourselves or it's just gonna stay there. Right? That's how I feel about it. We have to take the power back for ourselves. It's reaching time for a big shift in the way that the world is run and the way that our society is run. It's very unfair to 99% of people. So, that's why I talk about just getting out there and doing your thing and being inside of the field that you strive in, because that's really all you can do is strive inside of what you're good at and make the world a better place through it, help out some people. We get on here and hang out, talk about addiction, the issues in the world. It's beneficial. It's a great way to process information together and learn new things. So I appreciate you guys being here. Malcolm, thank you for this request. The original video will be in the description. As always, support all the artists we have on the channel. It's what we do this for, get the music out into the world, discuss the topics in it. This was a really important one about the unfairness of politics and the way they treat natives on the land. And like I said, that's a problem here in the U.S. as well. It's a very big problem here in the U.S. as well. So we're going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys. I'm Vakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day keeps the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Leave a like for me. Comment your suggestions. Subscribe up this way. Bang that notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you so much. Have a beautiful one. Peace.